Hello guys, good afternoon and welcome back. Alright, so I want to show you guys how I made this beautiful Agbada, right? So if you're on my channel and you are yet to learn how to make Agbada, this video is for you. So I will show you guys how to make this Agbada from the cutting to the embroidering to the stitching and to the finishing, right? I explained in details how you can make this wonderful three-piece Agbada, right? So watch the video to the end and make sure you also subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up and like my videos if you derive value from the video, right? So I'll be dropping the link to the cutting in the description box. So I'm here to show you the stitching aspect of this wonderful Agbada. See you guys in the sewing tutorial. Alright guys, so now this is the embroidering design I have, which I also told my designer that made it for me to make it for me. So the cutting was already done. Then I now came for him to fix it. Hello guys, good morning and welcome back. Alright, so in today's video, we want to see how to fold our Agbada, right? Now I believe most of you must have watched the video I made on the drafting, and also you have seen the finishing of this embroidery, right? So this is what it looks like. So now in this particular video, we are going to focus more on how to join the sides. Now remember that in the cutting section, the fabric wasn't enough for the folding. So I have already prepared a black strand, which I will use in joining the sides. So this black strand will serve for the inside finishing, right? Then the length will be the length of the Agbada front and back. And then because of the length wasn't enough, I have to join somewhere here. So now to get this perfectly well, I use 4 inches or 5 inches width by the length of the Agbada itself. So the joining point will come from the center point this way, right? Or a bit at the back. Let's place it at this center point this way. Then start from here, just pin it to make sure that it's corresponding. So once you start from there, you cross check the length, which I have already done before, but just trying to show you guys how to do this. Then once you cross check the length and see that the area, and then we start from the beginning and then stitch it. So I have cross checks. Then start from the beginning. Make sure that you sew from the front of the Agbada because it will be turned inside. So by the time the person cuts it out, the black will come out, right? So start from somewhere there, this way, and then you cut off the excesses, cut it out, and then start from there and start joining. Start from there and start joining all through this way. So stitch it all through, making sure you're stitching from the tip with your size of your machine foot or machine footer. Stitch all through this way. 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 Carefully make sure you get this. Stitch all through this way. And then once you get to a stage where you have gotten to the ending, you will now go and start using your iron to fold. So the reason I am leaving this video on for you to see the process and make sure you don't jump any stage. So stitch all along this way. stitch all through this way. So once you're done doing this, then the next thing to do now is to cut out the excesses if you have, cut it out, and then you are going to top stitch this. You are going to top stitch here. Now the reason is to make it lap firmly, right? Top stitch from the black edge, top stitch from the black to make it lap firmly. So by the time you turn it in, it doesn't, the black won't be coming out. So top stitch all through that point. Make sure you're top stitching on the black layer and not on the white, please. That's the one that will go under. Top stitch all through that way. Top stitch all through this 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 way. So when you have gotten to this stage, now this is what you'll be seeing or doing rather. So do the same thing on the other area as well. I will do that so that the reason for this, because when you now turn it inside an iron, it laps. It will be coming out on its own. So by the time you put iron in very well, it will lap very well without coming out this way, right? This is the reason of the top stitching. So you gently top stitch, you top stitch all through this way. Top stitch all through this way. So just carefully do all of this. Carefully do all of this. Carefully do all of this. Alright, so let me check my reel. My try has seen it, but then you have gotten the idea of what I'm saying. So the top stitching will help this black to relax very well. Then you now go and fold this very well, put hemming on, and then come and sew again. So I will do this again on the other side. I will come back and show the next image. Hello guys, welcome back. Alright, so in this video I want to show you guys the joining process. But then before we proceed, let me show you how I hemmed it. Now remember I told us how to top stitch. Then after that you iron. Then when you iron, the ironing will help it to return or remain this way. Turn this way, right? And then after you must have gotten to this stage, now you fold this 1 inch with hemming gum inside of this. You fold here 1 inch, add hemming gum all through the length, then fold back again. Then before you do the stitching, you are meant to join the down part of this agbada. Please watch carefully. So you bring one side, fold all through the edges. So you bring one side, fold all through the down part, place it equal this way, place it equal this way, and then make sure that these two lines are corresponding here. It must correspond this way. and then stitch 2.5 inches, stitch 2.5, sew 2.5 from here, sew 2.5 inches from here this way, then arrange it properly. Make sure the black is matching or tallying. So take it all through 2.5. Then once you get to that stage, why I am using black is because black is what is under here, so that it doesn't alter, right? Then stitch it 2.5, and once you get to that end of the black, you pause. Don't use white, don't use black to sew white. So once you get to that point, you pause, and then also bring the other side, the down part this way as well, and then still stitch 2.5 inches, still stitch 2.5 inches. Try to align it nicely, then hold it very well, and then you sew 2.5, so 2.5, 2.5. So the next thing we do here now um, is to bring your white thread. So I will use white thread and extend this to up to 7 inches or 6 inches. So since we have sewn from here to here to be 4, so I will go and stitch it with white to like 7 inches on both sides. I will do that and come back and show you the continuation. So I will stitch it up to from here 7 inches, right? So when I do that, I will come back and show you the results. Alright, so now as you can see, I have sewn the white area with white thread, right? Extended it to 7 inches from the total distance here, 7 inches. So I did it on both sides. So this is the down area of the outfit, right? So the next thing to do now is to open up this cloth in this form, this way. So you have to fold it, the down area first. So you are going to fold this first by simply folding here by half an inch. Then because I have black thread, so that's the reason I am using black thread first in folding this. So use black thread first and thread the black area. Then later on you change it to white threading, right? Then fold here in this form. Make sure that the blacks are corresponding to the black positions. Then thread all through this way. So when you get to the black, you stop, right? Do the same thing on the 4 edges so that the thread will not be showing on the white, neither will the white show on the black. So do the same thing you did here on the other edge as well. On the other edge as well. Also fold here by half an inch this way down, and then you stitch, right? You stitch. So stitch all through this way. So we have gotten a perfect point. So right. So do this as well. And bear in mind that this one now will not be folded in this form. So it will be folded in this form. So if you notice that what you have sewn the white area did not cover this. You have to increase the stitching here so that when you fold this, it won't be showing here. So since here is almost 4 inches. That means this one should be 8. That means you sew this one, the white one, to 8 inches point. So I will extend this one to 8 inches before I cover, right? So I will still do the same thing I did on the other side to the other edge as well. So I will simply do it as well this way. So I will simply fold here this way, fold this way. Now, once you're making a cloth that has color combinations, you have to be careful of your threading, so your threadings will not spoil the finishing. So you place it all through this way. Oh, sorry, I have stitched the underneath fabric. I will leave it off with my same button. Alright guys, so now I have finished the stitching, right? So I want to now fold it down. So while folding it down, you must make sure as well that the placement is left the same way. So still fold it by half an inch or 1 inch, the same way you folded from the black section, right? Then make sure that that same inch you used to stitch here is what you are using to fold it as well. So also continue your threading. Now this is just the way you will do this, and it will come out fine, right? So that your folding of the agbada will coil from the beginning to the end without having any issue or whatsoever. So you carefully do this, carefully stitch this, right? So make sure you're folding correctly. So once you fold all through to this point, so this is what you'll be seeing. So make sure that your folding is correct. If you have any challenges, you lose and correct it now. So you carefully arrange this. So when you get to this stage, this is what you will have, right? So you arrange all through, arrange the whole folding all through, arrange the whole folding all through. Make sure that the folding is nicely done. This one will be covered, right? So can be folded this way. So do the same thing on the other side as well. The one on the other side, do the same folding on the other side as well. So fold all through. So carefully arrange this. Please, when doing this, don't be in a haste because it might look boring because of the length of the folding. But take your time to arrange this properly, right? Take your time to arrange it properly. So take your time to arrange it properly. So fold all through to the end. So carefully arrange it, you know, so that it doesn't give you issues or whatsoever. So in most cases, because of the length, you might encounter challenges, so but you handle it very well. And fold. So once you are done with this folding, you now do the side folding with the same procedure. So you see that for you to achieve a neat folding, you must go by this method. So this one could be pleated here because the one coming on top will cover it, right? But then if the fabric wasn't a bit stretchy, you should not do this. So you fold all through to the end, then you have achieved the down folding. So the next thing to achieve now will be the sides. So don't forget that the sides has the under layer to be black while the up is white. So you will change your thread accordingly to suit that stitching. So to fold the side, you need to start from the center joining at the bottom, right? So since the under thread is white, so your reel will be white, while the one on top will be black. So, and you, when doing this, you make sure you confirm your machine stitch so that it will not be revealing the thread under or the one on top. So you, if you change the thread to black, if you're using black or any color you're using, you now confirm your threading if it's good enough. So I will change the thread and sew and confirm. Alright, so I'm trying to stitch it down. So hold it firmly this way. And then, like I said, when you stitch a bit, you confirm your threading if it's showing. In most cases, it might show, but then you can still decide to use white all through. So let me stitch more and confirm. So I think the black thread is showing, but it's not that bad, right? It's not that bad. It's still showing. So, but you can tighten your stitch, your tensions rather. So you can tighten your tension. I think it's not that bad, but you can still decide to use plain white. The reason I use black is because when you coil it, this area should be plain black and not having white threads on top. So, but if you decide otherwise, there's no problem. You can go ahead and do what you deem fit. So I think I'm okay with this. So I will stitch it all right round. Then I will do this. Then I will come back and show you guys the final finishing. And also, the next thing to do as well is to iron. Ironing is something you also learn how to do, because if you don't know how to iron, there's no how your clothes will be coming out perfectly. So there's no how your clothes will be coming out perfectly. So you also learn how to iron very well. So though which is a gradual process, it's not something you will learn instantaneously, right? But the more you iron, the more you get used to it, and the more you get you see this form.